Walking away from the man who keeps draining you, that's how you're going to find yourself again. And it's sad that you got to walk away from somebody to find yourself, because when you are in a relationship, you ain't supposed to be losing yourself. You're supposed to be thriving, not surviving. But with you, somewhere in that relationship, keeping him became more important than keeping yourself, because you didn't lose yourself all at once. That shit happened slowly over time. You stopped saying certain things because after every honest conversation turned into a fight. You stopped asking for what you needed because being disappointed hurt even more than if you didn't ask at all. You stopped making plans for yourself because his moods, problems, and priorities always seem to come first. And slowly but surely, your whole life started revolving around this man. And it's not even in a good way, because he was never careful with your heart, even though you're the one that's the glue of the whole relationship. So you became quieter, but not because you had peace. You became quieter because you got tired of explaining yourself and explaining your pain to a man who's committed to misunderstanding it. And eventually that shit forced you to become independent. And it's not because you want to do everything alone. You became independent because depending on him kept leaving you stranded. But here's the thing, right? His behavior changed what you became. But then all of a sudden now he got the audacity to say you changed. And I know when he said that, you probably sat there and, question yourself. Did I really change? Yeah, you did. But you adapted to how he treated you. But sis, you wasn't losing your ability to love. You were losing your ability to keep pretending that being drained was love. That's the difference. Because he expected you to keep abandoning yourself. So when you started choosing yourself, he started calling you selfish, because you're not there showing up to solve all his micro problems. And your boundaries felt cruel to a man who benefited from you having none. And your distance felt disrespectful. And it's crazy because he never self-reflected and understood what his disrespect was doing to you. He didn't give a shit because it was never about you, it was about him. And because you decided to walk away, all of a sudden now it felt sudden to him. But he's been ignoring every warning sign you've been giving him, especially when you was trying. But walking away is not something that you did to him. It's something that you finally did for you. Because you got tired of being in a relationship where you just had to survive every day. You got tired of being anxious. You got tired of walking on eggshells. You got tired of being a woman that's being neglected, but then still expect to show up with love, compassion, care, and being the only problem solver in a relationship. So I'm gonna need you to understand this. Choosing yourself, it won't feel peaceful right away. Give that shit some time, sis. Because at first it might feel lonely. You might miss him, even though he was draining the shit out of you. You might remember the good moments and then temporarily forget the price that you paid for them. You might reach for your phone to call him or text him because chaos is the most familiar thing you just left. And familiarity can feel like connection, especially when you lived in it long enough. Like I always say, whatever you repeatedly do every day, that's what you become. Whatever you repeatedly experience every day, you become the product of your environment. You become the product of your thoughts. You become the product of the things you consume. So if your relationship environment was toxic, you were being emotionally neglected, you was walking on eggshells, you was in survival mode, doesn't even matter if you left him and went to a different state, you will still feel that way for a little bit. And that's okay. Don't confuse missing him with needing to return to him. That's the key. You can miss somebody and still know that they're not good for you. You can grieve that relationship and still be grateful that you left. You can love his potential, love the man that you hoped that he would become. And remember all the promises that he said he would become the man you deserve to have. But then at the end of the day, you got to realize, which man did he choose to be at the end? The man you didn't deserve. The man that drained you. The man that neglected you. The man that never showed up when you needed him the most. The man that drained you with his demons and say, hey, accept me for who I am, without any need for growth whatsoever. He would rather punish you for what he's suffering from than to heal through what he's been through. I'm definitely making a video on that one. But in the meantime, I'm gonna tell you this. Healing doesn't require you to hate him. You don't have to hate him. And I know with the kind of heart you got, you don't hate him. You just hate the way he treated you. You hate the way that you suffered in silence with him. And he never decided to ask and change and become a better man so that you didn't have to suffer no more. Healing begins when you give yourself room to feel everything. Feel the pain, the negativity, the survival, the neglect. But then you're also feeling the joy, the peace, the happiness, the lack of added stress. Because some days will feel powerful. Other days, You'll question yourself. And then some days you'll get angry as shit, wondering like, what the hell was in my head that made me tolerate all this? And other days you'll blame yourself for staying too long. But you gotta be gentle with that woman. You haven't been on that side of the spectrum yet. You're transitioning to a woman who's been through so much into a woman that's trying to regrow, rebuild, and become a completely different version. That shit's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna happen over time, but you gotta put in that work. You gotta put in that patience. You gotta understand that that woman that you're transitioning from, she stayed because she believed in love. She stayed because she remembered the man she fell in love with in the beginning. She stayed because that man gave her enough hope that things would be different. She wasn't weak. She was trying to save something that she thought was real. And here's the thing, right? Now she needs you to stop punishing her and start protecting her. That's what she needs, sis. That version of you, she needs protection. Don't do what the man did to you. Don't neglect her. Don't shame her. Don't blame her. Don't call her negative names inside your head. Don't have those negative conversations. Matter of fact, you're not going to be able to not have the conversations. But what you can do is not add power to those conversations. Don't add meaning to those conversations. Those negative conversations, you look at them, you observe them, you understand them, and you reframe them. You cannot become a different version of yourself. You cannot change your identity if you're not changing the conversations you're having inside your head. You hear me? I know a lot of y'all be blaming yourself. Why I stayed too long? I should have known better. That's no different than your man telling you, you're retarded. Why'd you stay so long? Like, imagine you had a friend telling you, why'd you stay so long with him? Are you crazy? You know better. How does that help? How does that wording and phrase help you heal? It does not help you heal. All it does, it makes you feel shame and guilt. And that's the thing. That's what most people do. They shame and guilt themselves, right? It takes real self-love to understand, you know what? I've been through a relationship where I had to survive for so long. I neglected myself for so long. I punished myself in silence just to keep the peace with a man who didn't give a shit about my peace. That's what you've been through. Now, why would you keep reminding yourself in a different way to make you feel even worse? Where do you think those tears are coming from? It's coming from shame and guilt. And I'm not saying that you'll completely avoid those tears. Those tears will come, but let it come naturally. Don't let it come from the guilt and shame. Let it come because you know what? You remember the good times and what the hell happened. How did we get here? That's okay. That's normal. But when you start shaming yourself instead of protecting yourself, now you start crying and tearing up because of guilt and shame. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do what he's been doing to you for so long. You hear me? Because finding yourself again is not going to happen in one big moment. It's a series of small intentional decisions. It's like watching a TV series and every episode builds onto the other. And by the time you get done with about a few episodes, it's one season. And you got seasons through this because you've been through seasons of hell, sis. Give yourself grace and time to create seasons of heaven for yourself. Those intentional small decisions that you got to make, that's you waking up and checking in on your heart, your mind, and your thoughts before you check his social media. It's you making plans without wondering whether he would approve or not. It's you reconnecting with the people you had to push away because you was trying to keep the peace with him. It's returning to the dreams that you delayed because you sacrificed what you wanted for what he wanted. And also because that relationship took all the energy you had inside you. Healing is learning what you like again. Explore yourself because maybe you stopped wearing certain things because he criticized them. Maybe you stopped going certain places because he made every outing stressful as shit so you didn't want to go nowhere. Maybe you stopped celebrating yourself because your happiness made him insecure. Take those pieces back. Put them together. Put yourself together. Wear whatever the hell makes you feel beautiful. Play the music that brings you back to life. Laugh without thinking about his face to see if he's in a good mood or not. Don't do that shit to yourself. You done been through a lot. Your life belongs to you again. Now you gotta learn to start trusting yourself again because you done ignored your gut for so long with that man that you don't quite technically trust your gut. But you walking away right there, that's step one. So now you gotta keep every small promises you made to yourself. Because when you was in that relationship, he taught you to second guess what hurt. You know what you felt, but then again, you had to second guess what you felt just to make sure you're not crazy. He made you explain the obvious disrespect and made you wonder, is this disrespect? Am I thinking too much? Am I making too much out of this? No, If your body felt disrespected, if you felt disrespected, it was disrespect. All he had to do was correct his behavior. That's it. But it's easier to make you feel stupid and crazy so that he didn't have to take accountability for his own disrespect, because he convinced you that your reaction was worse than the behavior that was causing him. And eventually you stop believing in the voice inside you that kept saying, yo, this ain't right. Why am I tolerating this? You stop listening to that voice. But choosing yourself now is the time to start listening to that voice again. That voice knew. That voice was your body that remembers everything that you felt. Your feelings are information, not inconveniences. That's data. Take that data and understand it. Reflect on it, because you can't heal whatever you don't reflect from. And the more you honor those voices, the more familiar you become the woman you wanted to be, the woman you needed to be, rather than the woman you neglected to keep that relationship. Because one day you will look in that mirror and you'll recognize the woman standing there. That was the woman you lost after being drained for so long. But now after you walked away, that woman became wiser. She became stronger, and she became less willing to negotiate her worth. She'll still be loving, but she won't confuse love with endurance. She'll still have compassion, but she'll no longer use compassion to excuse disrespect. She'll still believe in partnership, but she'll never again carry a whole relationship by herself. And that woman is already waiting for you, sis. Every boundary that you make brings you closer to her. Every day that you choose peace over another empty promise brings you closer to her. Every time you refuse to reopen the door that damn near destroyed you, you are choosing the life that she deserves. Walking away was the moment you stopped losing yourself. So let him tell whatever story that protects his ego, because you know at the end of the day how hard you tried. You know what staying cost you, and now you're finally learning what choosing yourself can give back to you, especially what you've lost. Your voice, your joy, your peace, your confidence, your future. You're not starting over with nothing. You're starting over with yourself with a lot more wisdom. Because when you rebuild, you don't rebuild and come back weaker. You rebuild and come back stronger. You hear me? So if you feel any kind of regret walking away, I'm not saying don't, but understand and reflect what the hell you've been through. Because I see a lot of y'all be walking out and walking right back in. And I don't want to hear it. Daniel, you don't know. We got history. History is not an excuse to tolerate more of the shit that you've been through. Okay? You hear me? Anyways, that's all I got to say. If you made it to the end of this video and you needed this today, drop a heart in the comments. Spread this message. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. I know there's a woman out there that's walking away, and she's walking right back into that shit show she's trying to leave for so long. There is no reason for you to stay in a relationship where you can't even recognize yourself. A relationship is supposed to help you thrive, not survive. And if that's what you've been doing for so long, it's time to set yourself free. You hear me? Anyways, once again, thanks for listening. Until the next message, much love and peace.